Morning guys, welcome to Life of Bliss. So today we are starting the process of putting a sewage pump in our in the ground on our land here, and as you can see, plumber's already been out here with his mini excavator digging the trench. Here is our septic system where it is coming out, and as you can see, that tank, that is not very low. We're going to be digging that up here at some point and collapsing it down, filling it in. I'm going to be just documenting the process of all of this to show you guys. The line is coming out of the house over there. We're going to be digging a trench here soon to connect all that all the way through here, down through the trench he's digging, and then we're going to be putting a sewage pump over there. I'll show you here in just a moment. But we will be hooking up the electrical that I did a couple of days ago in a video, which you can see one of the pipes laying right there. So we'll try to make this interesting for you guys, kind of to show you the process again. This isn't a how-to video or anything, but like I said, I ran the electrical on the corner down there, and we're waiting to see where we're going to be terminating the electrical so I can throw a junction box when we get that trench dug. So we got some fun equipment to play with. We got our Bobcat and a mini excavator that I will be trying my hand at here in a bit, digging up lateral lines and things like that. Let me show you real quick where that pump's going to be going. All right, picked up an extra worker here. Say good morning. Yeah. All right, so this is why we are switching over to a sewage pump and hooking up the city sewer. There is sewage leaking out of our lateral lines. There's one of them leaking out right there. There's another one a little bit further down. So we are just trenching out to run a 4-inch Schedule 40 pipe from the house down to this area, and we're going to be running the electrical down to this area and probably putting the pump down around here somewhere. We'll see how far we decide to dig and how much wire and piping we have to get that done. So we will continue digging, and I'll show you guys the process along the way. That is like 1.5 feet wide, or almost 2 foot wide.
Yep, it's almost, that is.
You want to get in there?
Huh?
Here you go. Here.
I don't want you, I need you to come in too. Okay?
Jump. Bonk.
Wow.
Whoa. So what happens when the delivery guy isn't able to come today for your piping? You scour the 2 hardware stores in town for as many pipes as they have. We got about 100 foot, and we should be able to get all that laid today. All right guys, progress so far. He is about 2/3 of the way down to where he needs to be. There's where it's leaking, right over there past the tree. Here's what we had running for our lateral lines. Now I don't know if this is to code currently or not, but it looks like just some probably 10-12 inch pipe, and this is completely bone dry in here. Well, maybe a little bit of sewage in there that my hand is almost touching. So as you can see there, the pipes were running this direction along our land here, and the hillside, you can't really see it. It slopes down a little bit, so I think a lot of these over the years just had some runoff happen. As you can see, these are popping through the grass, and I'm going to be coming back with the mini excavator here, and wherever it's showing, I'm probably going to be digging a lot of these up. Now wherever it's real deep, like there should be one, well, run right here. You can't see it running through the grass along here. I don't know that I'm going to dig all that. Well, no, you can't see it. I will probably dig that up. So got a lot of digging to do back here for getting these lines up. This is going to be all tore up back here, but should be pretty fun doing it with that. It's a pretty warm day out, but honestly, it's not as shitty as I thought it was going to be. So now for my portion of the job here, I've got the 10-2 and 12-2 wires completely ran down alongside the trench. Gonna, as I said before, extend that from over there around over, I don't know, somewhere around here on this side of the house. Got to throw some Schedule 40 pipe along these. These are the UFB underground rated wires, but I'm still going to throw some conduit around it just for some protection. But I unrolled both these wires all the way down the trench, all the way across over actually where he's got the excavator right now. So go ahead and start throwing some wire and some pipe. And as last time, got my small bottle of lube, the larger bottle I left inside. I'll be using some lube to go ahead and throw inside these pipes to help us get them down the line. Well, they're gone for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't use the excavator here to get some of these pipes dug up. You can see one of them in the ground there, just how shallow it is, and how shallow it is right there. You can see it running up through the grass. So I'm gonna get rid of these pipes just because I don't want them to be collapsing later and just causing issues down the road. I don't want there to be divots in the ground or anything like that. So we're just gonna try to pull as much of this out that I can, and then come back filled in with some dirt. I've got our Bobcat that I can come in and smooth everything out. So I'm gonna jump in here. Never worked one of these before, but it doesn't seem that difficult. I played around with it a little bit yesterday, so let's see what we can get done. Well, my yard looks like shit. Yep, quite a bit of pipe pulled out. How do we open this? I don't even know. Whatever. All right. So gotta pick you up and you up. Oh, that's a long one. I gotta pick that up too. Oh man, I can already smell the work I have ahead of me. All right, about halfway done. Actually, not even that. I got some more over here to do. I've got on the other side of the trench to do a couple areas, and then there's also more down here. So, let's get back at it. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Glad I am in here and not out there. Good morning, day 2, and really made a mess of things out here. Got all the lateral lines dug up on that side of the trench yesterday after they had left. Took a little time to figure out, but got a rhythm going, got it out pretty quick. This morning so far, I'd stopped the electrical up there yesterday and ran all of this conduit this morning so far. They were down there by the creek digging. So I'm gonna get this joined together, thrown in the ditch, and kind of start covering some stuff up. Gotta be honest guys, this sucks. It's hot, my feet hurt, my dog stepped on a bee. But seriously, it did rain quite a bit yesterday for a good hour or so. Everything is pretty much mud right now. I mean, it's a little muddy out here as I almost fall down and slip. So that's gonna suck making these connections. As you can see, it's pretty muddy, but we'll make it work. It's not holding any fluid or anything like that. It's just protection for the electrical wire, so that's not too big of a deal. Let's go down and see what they're doing at the creek. see, he's back in the woods. We've got a small creek crossing here, and the larger one is over in that direction. All right, so coming down here to the car park graveyard. He is across that little creek crossing there, digging across this creek over here. Now, I would have come through here, but we already have utilities run across right here. So he is going about 20-30 foot that direction, going to go up that hillside, and the sewer connection is about 30-40 foot on the other side of the bank here in that field. A little midday update for you. Got all the electrical and the piping ran up to there so far, and we started covering it back up. I did most of this with the Bobcat, and I'll be doing a lot more of it with the Bobcat here later. But I ended up getting stuck over there where it's real soupy muddy. Ended up having to pull me out. Our water's draining out of there now until we get the new system hooked up, but he's going ahead and pulling some dirt in from the other side, getting everything covered up. And later today we should be getting the pump and the well that should be going in, as well as the line to run from the pump down to the main sewer line. So getting some work done today. Definitely hot. You know it's a good day when your first shower is before 2 p.m. Probably one or two more to go today, so we'll keep at it. Yeah, here's where the clean out was, and as you can see, it broke there whenever I was ripping all this stuff up. So everything is now leaking down there for the time being, and that was real soupy down there. Definitely need some help getting out of that, but getting it filled in. And I know I don't need one, but man, those are so cool. Look at what I did. Look at the mess I made in about an hour's time. Like, that's pretty cool. Again, I don't need one, but I really want one. And while we're out here, let's go ahead and show you the trench that we got so far. This is probably right about where we're going to be putting that pump down here. Here's the wiring for it. And let's follow it down the driveway, shall we? And it starts going through the woods over there. I'm not going to go back there right now, but you can see right through there, starting to go down through the creek.
Lots of ant hills around here.
There are.
There's so many.
All right, we're going to wrap up day 2 with a little bit of excavator work. You ready?
Yes.
You gonna do some excavator work with me?
Yes.
All right. Are you super excited?
Yes.
Have you ever driven one of these?
No.
No?
No.
Are you gonna show me how?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
You know how to do it.
I somewhat know how to do it. I'm learning. But that's okay. We're gonna ride it together, okay?
Okay.
All right, fist bump with all the drone stuff in my hand.
That's stopping, silly. This is gonna be crazy.
Get. Whoa, look at that pipe.
Yeah.
Ew, look at the poo-poo coming out of it.
Ew.
Ew.
That is yucky poo-poo. It's poo-poo, right?
Yeah. Day number 3, and we got ourselves a mess on our hands. Rained a little bit last night. Got it a little wet. But I got all of the lateral lines dug up yesterday on this side of the trench. On that side of the trench, I was able to do that all the night before. So at least all of these are up. I'm gonna be using the bucket with the claw now that I know how to use the claw. I'm gonna get all of those picked up, put on the trailer, take those down to our shop where we're going to be getting a dumpster. There's a lot of other stuff we have down there to throw away, so going to start doing that this morning before the contractor shows up, and hopefully we'll make some progress on this. She is going to need a bath after this because she is dirty. All right, up here at the shop you can see our pile of shit, and a literal pile of shit now. This is just stuff that we've cleaned up over the past year out of the shop, and car parts and things like that that my dad had laying around here, and that just doesn't have any use or is trash at this point. So waiting for a dumpster, and we want to get all of this stuff up here before the dumpster, well, before we get rid of the excavator, because it's a lot easier to load that stuff up with the excavator than it is for me trudging through the mud and grabbing all of it with my hands. So what we're doing now is grabbing the Bobcat so we can pull the sewage pipe that's going from the pump down to the main drain up the ditch. So there we go, got the line pulled up as far as it will go right there. I'll probably do a splice there on the line to bring it all the way up to where the tank is going to be, which you can see the tank right over there now. We're going to be digging a pit to put the tank in, the holding tank, and where the pump's going to be going is probably going to be right over there in those trees, in front of those trees. And then I've got a 6x6 post that I'm going to be putting the control panel on, and we're going to be setting that in some concrete. So I'll show you that process here in a little bit, but I got that line pulled up as far as it'll go. So what we have here is the nicest of cracked buckets that we have. A little bit of tape on there should hold her together just fine for some concrete. Got there's some fast setting concrete in there. Throw our 6x6 in. It should be, I don't know, 4 foot high or so. I think it's about a 4 foot board. And then we'll bury it about another foot down, get that control panel about 3 foot off the ground. Should be good to go. We'll be able to mow around it, be able to do whatever we need. It'll be up off the ground. I didn't really want it in the well itself because I don't want to have to take the manhole cover off to be able to access the control panel. So get this set up, throw it in the ground down there. All right, so we found the main sewer line down there and come across over here to the creek. Got everything dug out, the line halfway buried. I got to go on the other side and dig it out a little more over there, but you can see the line running up the hillside there, and it will run up along our driveway and connect to the pump up on the hill. And the pipe we're using is an 1.25 inch thick pipe that'll be going down to the main drain there. It's got a double check valve, got 1.25 inch coming on one side, and then 2 shut-offs, and then 1.25 inch coming out into the main drain. All right, day number 4 out here. I'm gonna continue trying to clean up all these lateral lines. This is my last day to be able to use the excavator over there. The contractor will not be here all day today. He will be here tomorrow and gonna be using it during the day. So I'm not gonna have the opportunity to be able to continue picking up all of these lateral lines, which I would really rather use that excavator than to be doing it by hand, especially with how wet it's been. There's like an extra 2-3 pounds of dirt that gets clumped onto your boots when you're out here, so that is not fun. Definitely better to use that excavator to pick them up, throw them on the trailer. So I'm gonna start doing that today. Oh, that's a big one there. In fact, kind of want it. There we go. right, I got all of the lateral lines pulled out of the ground, moved up here by the dump pile, and I'm like 6'5". It's towering over me by probably a foot at its peak, so quite a bit of lateral lines up there. I'll show you guys what the yard looks like. Get you a little bird's eye view here without the drone. Got a little step stool I'm on. But yeah, got all of the lateral lines pulled. You can kind of see over there right past the Kubota is the tank that we're going to be putting the pump in. But yeah, need to get everything kind of smoothed out and leveled out. He's got most of the wire, or the pipe ran, got a little bit further to go to the well there. And actually we're going to be getting a different well than what's there. We're getting a different pump, an upgraded pump. That's going to be about twice the size as the original, plus the well is going to be twice that size too. So I think I'm going to cut this video off here though, because I feel like it's going to be pretty long. We'll do the final connections there, the final connections at the main drain down across over in the field. He's got a splice to make halfway down the driveway. And then we also have to come up by the house there, finish digging out the trench, collapse the septic tank, hook up the electrical to the house. Still quite a bit to be done. And like I said, I feel like I've got quite a bit of footage and stuff going on here to show you. So we'll end it here. I appreciate you guys watching Life of Bliss. Hopefully you learned something. I know I definitely have. I've learned that I really like that, and I would love to have one day. I don't know what for, because I'm not doing this sort of stuff all the time, but it's amazing, and it helped out a ton, not only to dig the trench, but to pick up those lateral lines. I think it was pretty sweet. So yeah, definitely gonna put that on a Christmas list at some point. But like I said, hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching.